Good Tuesday morning, East Tennessee. My name is David Aldrich, Chief Meteorologist of Captain Accurate Weather, coming to you by way of the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. On behalf of Weigel's Fuel and Food that's fast, fresh, and friendly, here's a quick Weigel's update. They have a brand new moon pie milk. I don't know if you're aware. It's available for a limited time. Yes, the iconic moon pie. You remember the moon pie from when you were a kid? Well, now they have a moon pie milk, and it's only available for a limited time. It is delicious, especially when you pair it with a chocolate moon pie. That's just my view. Hey, it's just better when it's fresh farm to store in 24 at Weigel's. It's just better with Tennessee cows. No one here in Tennessee would argue with that, but it's moon pie milk. Check it out. I think you'll be impressed. It is around for only a limited time. It has landed, as it were. The eagle may have landed, but the moon pie milk has landed at a Weigel's near you. By the way, we've got some interesting weather to talk about. I'm talking about the fog because we have some very dense fog. It appears between Campbell, Claiborne counties here in Tennessee, maybe even to Hancock County, but stretching into Bell County, Kentucky, where visibility may be very poor. Down to zero is what my weather computer would suggest, so there may be some patches of dense fog to greet you this morning while it is awfully sticky. Maybe some other areas, if you have a report, share it with me on Facebook and YouTube. I'm live streaming on both. We have 67 right now in Oak Ridge. That's sticky. It's 66 at McGee-Tyson Airport here at 6:41 on the 4th of June and 63 degrees in Maryville. So it depends on where you are, but it is awfully sticky. And we can throw in a few hit or miss showers, maybe some rumbles of thunder beginning to form right here in the heart of the city. You can see that showing up here on the radar coming up from the south. Essentially, you can see these little spots of red showing up right around downtown Knoxville, South Knoxville, and sliding across parts of Blount County. So these are the widely scattered showers we have now. They could only increase with the heating of the day. We'll keep a watchful eye on that, but I am not expecting them to reach severe limits. Here's another view of the radar. Some passing showers, looks like Bryson City, also between the Georgia, North Carolina line, a couple of showers there. But there'll be some hit or miss showers that might greet you this morning. If you're on the call, just want to say good morning to you. Tuesday, the 4th of June. Today is the 4th day of hurricane season, and it's quiet. We're going to talk about that, hurricane season, and also take a look back at some of the major hurricanes that have affected the U.S. I posted that yesterday, but it might be interesting to revisit. Fred says, good morning, David. A few sprinkles in Maryville. Oh, yeah, we just saw a couple of that in Blount County. Thank you, Fred. He's got his 2 cups of Weigel's coffee. Thank you, Fred, for being here. Fred's also, Felicia says, good morning, happy Tuesday. No thunder or clouds in South Knoxville right now. That's good to know. Thank you for that observation. Have a great day. And Danny says, go Vols. Good morning, David. Sure hope you have a great day. Hashtag go Big Orange. Gotta love the fact we've got some interesting weather today. It's going to stay unsettled tomorrow as well. So if you've enjoyed the last couple of days, speaking of which, let's come back on camera for a second. Let's see here. Yes, yesterday's high was 84 degrees. I was expecting 85, but it was 86 in Oak Ridge. So I guess I split the uprights yesterday. Peak gust yesterday was 14. Normal high, normal low is 83.62. We did hit 96 on this day, going way back to 1941 and 1911. But believe it or not, the record low is 48. But that was from the 1800s, 1879, so a long time ago. Certainly not recent memory, but temperatures don't typically get into the 40s this time of year on this particular date. Meanwhile, more rain you can see across parts of South Carolina as well. Here's the bigger picture. Again, there's not a lot of moisture, or at least seemingly not much in the way of storms upstream, but we'll keep an eye on that throughout the day. Meanwhile, it's raining like cats and dogs around Winnipeg, up toward Canada, North Dakota, parts of South Dakota and Nebraska. They've got some flooding concerns in Oklahoma, and extreme heat showing up in far south Texas. They've got heat advisories, and in kind of a purple colorish, maybe a little fuchsia, they've got excessive heat warnings in parts of far south Texas. Now, how much rain can we expect today? Well, take your pick. Pick out your favorite town. You're going to find a very widely range of numbers. 0.24 there in Crossville. By the end of today is what's projected, but maybe just maybe 1/100th of an inch in La Follette. Very little, depending on where these storms take up residence, where they're located, like location for all of our real estate friends out there. Future rainfall shows it picks up a little bit more overnight. And then we head into tomorrow when we have an 80% chance of rain. It starts to really fill in those green areas, closing in on a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. So it's just going to vary. Again, there will be some locally higher amounts, but we're not expecting flooding as per se would be expected. In some cases, this may be, again, something to watch with each passing storm. Tracking clouds and rain, we've got more clouds near Nashville. More clouds near Huntsville. Some of that moisture is trying to work its way here, but it does not appear to be producing rain just yet. And today we're going to find, I think, clouds and fog, followed by hazy sunshine, and eventually we'll get about a 40% chance at least of showers and storms. I mentioned visibility is not that great if you're in Campbell County, if you're in La Follette, if you're in Jacksboro, Caryville, or even Duff. It may be very poor. Let me know what you're seeing. If you're in Tazewell, New Tazewell, or even Bell County, Middlesboro, let me know if visibility has been reduced for you. By the way, good morning to you. Lana Johnson says good morning from Kodak. She's got 64 light breeze. She says the birds are singing. Well, isn't that nice? It's like a Disney movie. The birds are singing and the coffee is delicious, especially if it's from Weigels. I definitely agree. Felicia's on here, Fred's on here, and if you're on YouTube, I'm checking that as well. I want to see if you've got a comment. I'll do my best to magnify your voice. Oh, I do have a comment. Look at Dennis Hatcher says good morning from Dandridge. He's quick on the draw on YouTube. Glad to have Dennis on YouTube as well. Some prefer that platform. I like to be able to provide the information any way that you're likely to see it. By the way, visibility, a little more dense, intense, and maybe around western North Carolina as well. We mentioned the temperatures, 67 in Oak Ridge. It's 64 in Oneida. Our friends in Crossville in the heart of Cumberland County, currently at 65. It's 66 in Knoxville, Karnes, and Hardin Valley. Dew points, yeah, they're in the 60s. We could just classify this as stuffy. We could call it sticky. You could call it humid. Some might just want to call it a bad hair day. When you've got dew points in the mid-60s, and they're not going to be improving today, it just stays rather stuffy. And you can see that illustrated in the green ooze. By midday today, not much has changed. Some of those green colors get darker green in Nashville, to Huntsville, down toward Birmingham, and most of that humidity will stick around right through tomorrow afternoon. There's 5 o'clock. Maybe thinning out a little bit in Atlanta, as projected here, but it really doesn't drop until we move into the latter part of the week. Specifically, I'm thinking Friday and Saturday. That will be dropping, especially after we head into the afternoon on Thursday, the way it would appear, depending on the movement and the timing of that passing front. Wind speeds aren't moving much right now, but they'll pick up 5 to 15 this afternoon. There's hardly any wind right now, light and variable, but becoming southwest 5 to 15, those winds will increase with the passing of the afternoon hours. Temperature right now, 71 in Nashville. We have 70 in Chattanooga and 69 in Memphis. What is that? We don't have a number in Jackson. They must not be reporting. That's okay. We can estimate that we're right around 71 in Jackson, Tennessee, while it's 67 currently in Jackson, Kentucky, 62 in Charleston, West Virginia. Our sun came up at 6:20. We've reached the longest days of the years, folks. I mean, we're coming up on that June 20th time frame. That is the summer solstice. That's when summer astronomically begins. That's when summer technically begins. And summer solstice, June 20th at 4:50 p.m. will be when actually our summer begins. And that is the longest day of the year. But we have the longest really in the early part of June and into the latter part of June. Really are the longest days of the calendar. Something to take advantage of if you like. To walk the dog late toward the evening hours. It's like still daylight. You can still see light at 9 p.m. Temperature by 10 o'clock after some morning fog, 73. Should make it to about 83 by 2 o'clock. And if you're headed out the door, wouldn't surprise me if we make it to 86 today. So I have at least a 40% chance of showers and storms. It's not all day. I wouldn't expect it to be all day, but like yesterday, when it rains, it can pour, and it came down in buckets in parts of Campbell County yesterday. I noticed that during the course of your Monday, but today, of course, is Tuesday. It is 6:48. My goal is to be done here in about 12 minutes or less. It is my expectation for Tellico Plains, 86. Wouldn't surprise me if we had 87 in Newport and Maryville, and maybe Alcoa as well. 84 in Wartburg, about 79 for Crossville. By the way, the 7-day outlook from the National Hurricane Center, I mentioned this is day 3. There are 183 days between June 1st and November 30th. Ooh, how do you know that? Just add them up, right? You got 30 days in June, 31 days in July. Pretty easy to figure. 183 days, and this is day 4, so we got about 179 days left, but we know it peaks during the months of August and September. So it might be like rapid fire development by the time we hit the latter part of summer. But right now there's nothing of interest from the Hurricane Center's vantage point, but we'll be watching these areas from anywhere from the Caribbean back toward Cuba and back toward Florida, Houston, back toward Galveston and up to Myrtle Beach, all during the summer months. By the way, major hurricane landfalls are on the screen. We had a total of 7 during the course of time from 1950 to the 2023 calendar year. A couple of names that might be noteworthy for you. Maybe you remember seeing some of these storms if you have family in South Texas. But Harvey, 2017, was a very slow-moving storm. Major hurricanes that hit areas in Louisiana on the screen as well. We had Laura back in 2020. There were a total here of 14 major hurricanes that hit the South Gulf Coast there. Florida, of course, has had 17 major hurricane landfalls, 10 of which have been in the Category 3 area, 5 in Cat 4 land, and 2 Category 5s. Pretty amazing. Michael, the one in 2018, comes to mind for me. Back toward in 2018, excuse me, Michael was a devastating storm. Then you move up toward the Carolinas. They've had a total of 5. I posted this on Facebook yesterday because I wanted to give it some context. Not all storms make it to Category 3 or stronger, but those were the storms that really impacted the Carolinas. You could go back toward even the Northeast. Long Island was home to 3 of them back in the 1960 for Donna, 1985 for Gloria, just to name a few there that affected parts of the New England states and really parts of New York State. New York State, of course. Showers and storms develop today. Showers and storms on Wednesday. I've got an 80% chance of rain tomorrow. And then I do anticipate the storms will be early on Thursday. If you're on the call, just want to say good morning to you. Dennis Hatcher on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, Darcy, she's describing it as icky and sticky and overcast here. Thank you, Darcy. Have a happy Tuesday, and to you as well. Lana's saying good morning. She's got the 64 degrees with a light breeze, and she's enjoying some of the coffee that's delicious, perhaps from Weigel's on her doorstep. By the way, right now we have 66 degrees. We have a light wind out of the northeast at 3. Relative humidity at 93%, and it's 64 degrees with a dew point, so it is awfully sticky. You'll notice our valley planner, average high now was, 83? We should be about 3 degrees above average today with clouds and fog, hazy sunshine, showers and storms. It will be one of those fluid days where there's very little wind to start, but more wind in the afternoon, about 5 to 15 plus. By the way, if you haven't picked up a bottle of the Moon Pie milk, yes, you remember the Moon Pie? About RC Cola and a Moon Pie. No, forget RC for now. It is Moon Pie milk and a Moon Pie. That's how I think it probably should be branded. But of course, if you pick up a Moon Pie milk at Weigel's, also pick up a chocolate Moon Pie so you can make your comparisons. It's a delicious combo. It's just better when it's fresh, farm to store in 24. It's just better when it's with Tennessee cows. Gotta love the Moon Pie milk. Available for a limited time at Weigel's. It's delicious. If you like a variation of maybe like a chocolate milk, it is certainly delicious. It is also at Weigel's near you. And I have to mention, if you haven't picked up a Weigel's My Rewards card, you want to make sure it's registered, because this summer, as they continue to always give out special prizes that you may be eligible for if you sign up, but you have to have your My Weigel's Reward card registered or pick up the Weigel's app today. Valley Planner, again, talking about mid-80s today. We're going to see chances of rain double tomorrow. So if you get wet today, there's even a better chance that you get wet and soggy during the course of Wednesday. I do see most of the activity Thursday in the morning, perhaps early afternoon as it exits through the Smokies, but it will drop less humid, become much more comfortable heading into Friday and Saturday. You would need some evidence for that. Just look at our friends in Rapid City, South Dakota, and Winnipeg. Watch all this cooler air at 5,000 feet. You won't see it on Wednesday, may not even see it affecting us on the Wednesday night time frame, but look at Chicago, look at the color change, look at Chicago. Oh, that's kind of cool air. That's by 8 o'clock Thursday night. That's not coming here, though, right? We're going to stay nice and hot and humid. No, not so fast. Look how bluish green we turn as we head into Friday and even into Saturday, Friday night. There's opportunities for cooler air, less humid air heading into the upcoming weekend. So Friday and Saturday will be sharply different. By the way, the Storm Prediction Center here at 6:54. 6 minutes from the top of the hour. Want to get through some of these maps because these will be the areas our friends at the Storm Prediction Center, located in Oklahoma, Norman, Oklahoma. You'll notice that they've got some areas in yellow, 2 specific areas that might have scattered severe storms. That includes Kansas City, that includes Omaha, and Minneapolis, St. Paul for some interesting severe storms. Possibly today for Dallas, Fort Worth, Oklahoma City to Tyler, back toward Monroe, and even Jackson, Mississippi. Those will be the areas to watch for scattered severe storms, and it should fall just short of our doorstep today As I mentioned, I don't expect storms to reach severe limits, but we have the potential for general thunderstorms. Areas west of Cookeville might be on the stronger side back toward Bowling Green. Heading into Wednesday, do you think it'll get worse? Probably not. Yes, we'll get more rain. I think the chance of rain doubles to 80% chance, but it does not mean it's severe. By Wednesday, the best chance for severe storms appear to be Columbus, Cleveland, Ohio, and Detroit, Michigan, as well as Toledo. Here in Tennessee, it'll be general thunderstorms on Wednesday. Not much more than that is expected as far as the severity risk. The risk for severe storms on Thursday looks like it's non-existent. We have the risk for thunderstorms early in the day, if not early afternoon, as it exits stage right. It'll be moving to the east throughout the day on Thursday. So we look at the futurecast, pick out your favorite town. You say, well, Knoxville's the only town on here that matters to us. That's true. By midday today, there may be a few more flare-ups. This looks like it's centered across the foothills and Smokies by lunchtime today. And then we head into 5 o'clock. Like I said, a 40% chance I think we'll cover it. Most of us will see some rain at times. Maybe skies look dark in the distance if it's not raining where you are. But it will get more populated tomorrow morning. This is a 7 o'clock projection across the area, and that's because the cold front's getting closer to St. Louis. It's pushing that moisture in our direction. So by 5 o'clock, if not tomorrow evening, it continues to come down in buckets before the drop in humidity takes place later Thursday and especially into Friday morning when it actually feels like it's comfortable again, where dew points actually drop quite a bit. So that's the futurecast from the macro view. Pick out your favorite town. We'll see if this has any different solutions to offer because this is a different model. I wanted to show you the temperatures here at midday. We should be around 78. This has more activity south of Maryville by lunchtime today. Sevierville might have a few passing showers in parts of Sevier County as this slides into your neighborhood by 2 o'clock, if not sooner. And you can see maybe more even pop-up storms here by, say, 4 o'clock. As the winds will pick up, I suspect temperatures will be around 86 for a high temperature. But not everybody's getting wet at the same time, nor is everyone getting a downpour here on a Tuesday. But the possibility still remains heading into the evening hours tonight. By 6 o'clock tomorrow, a passing shower or two. This will likely increase in coverage, I think, and certainly probability heading into the day. This one has a little bit more activity coming in at 5 o'clock. This is Wednesday, more active weather where you see some red. Better bet that there's some thunder, but it may be just shy of severe limits. And by 11 o'clock tomorrow night, it's coming down in buckets, it would appear, between Maryville and Tellico Plains. So the data would suggest we're still unsettled going ahead in the next couple of days. So for today, 86 degrees, clouds, hazy sun, showers and storms. Winds do pick up, though, today, 5 to 15 in the afternoon. Today I'm looking for a high in La Follette, 84. Crossville, 79, and 87 for our friends in Newport, Cocke County, Parrotsville, Cosby, 87 for Maryville, Alcoa. Today, look for a high of 86 if you're traveling in Nashville, the direction of Atlanta, 86, about 90 for Augusta, and about 86, I mentioned, in Knoxville, 84 for the Tri-Cities. Tonight, we're down to a 66 humid degrees, showers and storms, winds out of the southwest 3 to 8 miles per hour. And you can see by tonight, we're down to about 65 for Oak Ridge. Another humid night tonight, much like it is this morning. It's not going to be much different tomorrow morning. It's like a broken record that continues to repeat itself. Morristown low is about 64 tonight. Here's your Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast for Knoxville, East Tennessee. 83 on Wednesday, 80% chance. 88 on Thursday, 80 on Friday and Saturday. We're a lot less humid, much more pleasant, and much more comfortable as we wake up Saturday morning, generally in the mid-50s. Pretty sweet before we might see a little surge of warmth coming in Monday, but then Tuesday, it should get sharply colder again, colder in quotation marks for June anyway, something we'll be watching all the same. Got a couple of notes from you. Want to say good morning to Linda Rice. She says, good morning, have a blessed day. Thank you, Linda, for being here. Wanda Post says, good morning, David. And Meryl Bell says, have a great Tuesday. I would agree, absolutely. You have to definitely seize the day, carpe diem. And if you get a chance while you're filling up your tank, make sure you pick up a bottle of the new Moon Pie milk at Weigel's, available for a limited time. Yes, the Moon Pie treat that you might remember from a child's perspective has now become a sippable treat with the Moon Pie milk. It's just better when it's fresh, farm to store in 24. It's just better when it's with Tennessee cows. The Moon Pie milk available for a limited time. I'd like to say the Eagle has landed. So has the Moon Pie milk at a Weigel's near you. By the way, my name is David Aldrich. So glad that you're here. Make sure you pick up a bottle of the milk, but maybe even a hot cup of coffee, as we saw from Lana Johnson talking about she's on the Coffee Express this morning. Anyway, my name is David Aldrich. We'll see you here next time. Take care.